as in me and Ben together, just built this smelter-looking thingamabob. It's good enough. Yeah, it looks pretty neat. I like the smokestack because I did it. And I started work on the super smelter inside. It doesn't work though, not yet. It's bad. And then these need they need to oxidize still. I think that stuff started oxidizing. But anyway, I have a sudden urge to own a lot of llamas. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna build like a llama breeding factory randomly. Let's see if let's cut to a time lapse, I guess. Okay, so hi. It's been
I didn't know you're in my house. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm spying on you. It's been a minute since I've recorded because I don't know why. And I went through a phase of productivity where I didn't want to record, I just wanted to build. So I built 3 new buildings. And that's what we're going to go through right now. But first we sleep.
Well, I'm going to go to the nether.
Why? Just sleep real quick.
I'm already in the nether.
The first thing I built, I'm going to keep my head down because the buildings are in the middle of everything. First thing I built was what was supposed to be a llama factory, but I don't actually think it looks good as a llama factory, so I'm going to build another llama factory and just leave this just there. And it looks like this, and I don't love it. Ben does. I don't. But I'm not going to move it. What do we think? I don't know. It is 8 smokestacks in a 3x3 grid minus the middle. And it looks like this on all sides. The next day, I grinded more resources. You see, I have a thing for observatories. The last thing I ever built on Elementals was an observatory, and it never actually made it into an episode.
It's a fetish.
It's not a fetish. I just love observatories. I like maps, and I like places to put them. And so this is the observatory I built. The tower was supposed to be like the observation tower. But Ben told me that it doesn't look like an observatory because typically I build observatories with a glass dome on top. And this does not have that. So I might build a new one and just have this building here. And then the third thing I built is right here, so they're all in a line. Third thing I built, which was today, because if you'll notice, because we're like 2 minutes into episode 4, and there's 4 new buildings. If you'll notice, oh gosh, I missed one. On the smelt house. The copper oxidized like this, and I actually really liked it like that. So, and I was like, I want to wax it. So the next thing I built was a honey farm. Looks like this on the inside. So I boned me a bunch of trees, got a bunch of hives, and this is what it looks like on the back. Actually, I'm kind of proud of it. And so then we got a bunch of wax.
But so that building you do like, and you're not gonna just tear down.
What building? I'm not gonna tear down any of the buildings, even if I don't love them.
My bad.
Like, I don't hate any of them for how they look. I just don't think that they look like the function that I want them to have. So I'm gonna build a new llama factory, and this is just whatever this is. And I might build a new observatory, and this will be just whatever this is. Maybe we'll turn it into like a storage house for this crop field. We shall see. Ben, I thought you were gonna screech.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I can't do it. I'm too sick.
Yeah, you've been sick for days. Karma, because you got me sick, so I got you sick. I don't know if it was me. It might be.
The dance we went to got me sick.
Yeah, you got sick at the dance. Too much
No.
whittly hitting the gwitty.
No, I hit the gritty too hard.
You hit the gwitty too hard. And Ben is building
so hard my sinuses got clogged.
Ben's building a new build that he designed in creative because he's a loser and doesn't freestyle things. Because this is probably where our industrial district would go. I have concerns that it's too close and will cause lag. But he wants an industrial district, and apparently we're gonna make it look good. So this is this is an iron farm, right, Ben? This Crimson Wood.
Yeah. Well, not currently, obviously.
Well, yeah, but it's going to be.
Right now it's just a box.
Shouldn't we get a villager breeder first?
That would be ideal.
Rather than smacking the first ones we get into 20 of them into a hole. You are doing the one with 20, right? 20 villagers.
What?
You're doing the iron farm that has 20 villagers. Right?
Listen, I was gonna have you do the iron farm because I don't know how to do an iron farm.
You want me to do an iron farm in that tiny crimson building? You don't have a design prepped.
No.
It's not gonna fit in there. Iron farms are big. Anyway, Ben worked on the hole. Do you remember what it looked like in episode 3? Well, he got busy while he was sick because it now looks like this. Did we have video of the minecart rail that you were building in episode 3? Well, it's gone now because
Minecart stop moving whenever the chunks get unloaded.
Yeah, which also means our smelter doesn't work well. Well, our smelter doesn't work, period. I have to fix it. And I put that off for like a week. Anyway, and this is the cave. Oh, and I don't think we've ever mentioned this in a recording. Thunder. The zombie farm.
Yeah.
The zombie farm we both spent like so much time at and never mentioned in the recording. But yeah, we actually built it. And it works well. If any decide to pop on by. I guess they won't. What? Or maybe they're just now. It takes a minute to get going because they have to push each other into the water stream. But once it gets going, it's pretty good. As you can see by my XP.
When you get it going, it gets going.
It does get going.
El Chipo, 2024.
Actually, this episode was pre-recorded in 2014. So.
Oh, it was pre-recorded in 2014. Sweet.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can still dab and have it not be cringy?
No, it will always be cringy.
Is that what dab?
If you dab, you get banned. Dabbing equals insta-ban. So, womp womp. Alright, so I just killed Ben. And he respawned at spawn because a creeper blew up his bed. And there is, apparently, according to Ben, a third skeleton horse army near spawn, right? It's near spawn.
See.
This, like, literally, when I finished recording the last clip, I came up to the surface and there was one right there. And that was the second one, and I thought that was crazy. And now apparently there's a third one. Where is it, Ben?
It was like...
Like, I heard the lightning strike. I didn't see it, though.
It was right about the same place as the other three.
The three I found were at my mine entrance.
Oh, okay, never mind. The one I found was you know that path near your bunch of buildings? It leads to literally nowhere and it's kind of pointless.
Yeah. Oh, it's near there. Well, it's gonna... Oh, I see. It's gonna lead somewhere else eventually. What? This is the second one in 10 minutes, though. That's weird.
That's kind of bonkers, dude.
Like, and it's the third one ever in this world's existed for a month.
So whack.
That's
so whack. Is that a
I
word?
guess the only solution, the only thing to do now, is to make a skeleton horse ranch because we have 80. Look, this is our pit of skeleton horses and cows for some reason. Like, this is, like, it's getting ridiculous. So I think we're going to end this massive building episode with a skeleton horse ranch. And I'm going to try and make it look really cool. And I think of all the builds we made this episode, that's the one I want to be on the thumbnail. And so I'm going to have to remake the thumbnail. What?
I said I'll ranch your skeleton horse.
Don't ranch my skeleton horse. I'll ranch your skeleton horse. Formaldehyde. When I dissected a frog, it made it smell so bad.
And here we see
Formaldehyde.
young Minecrafters traveling through the wilderness. I'm stuck. I can't get out.
Are you being the jungle man right now?
I'm being a Ford. Come
Cause like with the jungle man's probably out of his element because the jungle stopped existing when we moved in. So
The jungle man will be changing skins to match the tone soon.
because the jungle is slowly receding because we are deforesting the rainforest. Okay, how can skeleton horses don't? Oh crap! Skeleton horses don't breed, do they?
Stop killing them.
I killed one. All right.
Oh my gosh, I was getting hit so hard by bones in there.
But like, oh, that was not funny. Hold on, I'm gonna try to do a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've 8 or 9. 8 or 9, I think. Where should we put this ranch? I want a big flat area.
Well, I'm gonna continue working on my factory.
I guess I'll put it down here-ish. Let's go take a gander at your factory because I want them to see it because I think it's a little baby factory, but the detail makes up for it. And I think we're gonna put a lava farm in it.
Yeah. It was originally gonna be an iron farm, but then
I think that was in the video.
Trico made me grow a brain cell.
And we'll build the iron farm before we build the building around it because they're weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's take a look-see. Kind of looks like a tugboat, but I like it.
It does kind of look like a tugboat, and honestly, that's probably because I originally wanted this build to be a boat.
Oh.
But I was like, nah.
You should build a tugboat because apparently you can do. I don't know why you're bad at building, except for steampunk. You're good at steampunk.
Which is why.
So you're welcome.
Which is why that's kind of what I'm going with here.
What is steampunk the word I would use to describe our village area?
Probably.
I don't know, because this is not steampunk. My house is not steampunk. Like your original house is also not steampunk.
Not steampunk, 100% not.
Like the staircase are mine, not steampunk. However, the smelting house is steampunk. The observatory, not steampunk. These builds, not steampunk. This is steampunk. Because of the gears and the smokestacks. I would argue this factory is steampunk because of the smokestacks and the copper. The bee farm is like maybe a little steampunk, but not really. No, it's more like something you would find in England 1800 minus these things. It's just a little bit of everything, you know? It's just good looking builds. Italics good, or no, just good ... Adequate builds. Well, I don't know. I freestyle all my builds. You do not, Ben. Although you freestyled this, you did not freestyle your tugboat factory.
What did I not freestyle?
You freestyled your home, and I believe you freestyled your mine entrance. Did you freestyle the cave? You probably did. I feel like that's not something you need to do creative.
Cave, yeah. Building a cave to look natural.
It's kind of just like based on the area, like, and you can't like replicate.
It's not even necessarily based.
You don't need to, cause like
it's really easy.
Yeah.
Like
although I would have put a block here, but then and we freestyled the zombie farm because it's just decorating. It's not building a build. I freestyle everything because I don't. You can kind of clearly tell, but I like it better that way. You know. I don't know. I want to spend more time. I watched Mumbo Jumbo's Shortcraft Season 5 episode today. It came out today. It's an hour long because it's an uncut like end busting thing, and I like it. No, I'm not spoiling it. I'm not spoiling it, Ben.
Episode 4 lengths because I watched 5 POVs and Skiz posted later than everyone else.
Yeah, just relax. I'm not gonna spoil anything. All I'm saying is he was saying how he doesn't like Matica, and he doesn't like building in creative ahead of time because, like that means he's on the server less and he's interacting less, and when he's doing a time lapse, there's less interaction. So and I agree. So, like, that's why I freestyle. I don't want to waste all my time that I do Shortcraft in creative because then I'm not actually in the world. So I freestyle it and I think about it. And that's why I was gonna do time lapse for the factory, but then I was like, no, because then like I kind of feel like time sensitive. Like this factory took me several hours to do, and like that would be a beefy time lapse, and I just didn't want to time lapse to build
There's
that
not
long,
much
and I didn't want to
movement
like
on it.
feel rushed to do it. I didn't want to have to do it all in one sitting, and I didn't. I did it in 3 sittings, all in one night though. And then this build I did in 2 sittings. I actually really like how it came out. Like I wasn't worrying too much about things coming out of it. Like this is all flat, and I kind of wanted like a uniform texture instead of just kind of random. And anyway, and then this one took me 2 or 3 sittings. But again, all of them were done in one day, just with breaks in between them, like 1 hour spurts. But yeah, I'd probably gonna do time lapses for little or medium things. But big things, I'd consider this big right now for our scale, the observatory. And this factory is definitely
It's
huge.
average.
I feel like if it takes more than an hour to build, I'm not gonna time lapse it because I just wanna relax.